Well, back guys to Fog Football, and it's time to find out what the Champions League, the Europa League and the Europa Conference League third qualifying round draws. Alright, hell yeah, are we ready? Right, let's go. This morning, Rangers, their draw was announced first. I've already made like a full 6-7 minute video talking about it, so again, I'm not going to just repeat what I did, but well, I'm going to have to do it in a wee bite-sized piece anyway. Rangers, if they get past Panathinaikos, they will get Servette, or they will get Victoria Pleasant. And I tell you what, folks, I think Rangers have got 1 foot in the playoff round. If we're serious about it, you know, if we turn up half-arsed and half-prepared, then we probably won't get into it. But I mean, come on, those three calibre of teams, like I said earlier on my channel, if we were taking them on the Europa League, you'd expect 3 wins. And people may laugh at that, but you look at these 3 teams, we've made it further in European competition over the last couple of years on a consistent basis. So it's not even a matter of opinion. Rangers right here, right now, are better than these 3 teams, and I am fully expecting us to get into the playoff round, and it's that simple. Because look at what we've done previously in Europe over like the last, ever since Gerrard came in, we should be beating these 3 teams. I know we're only going to take on 2 of them because Victoria Pleasant or Servette, one of them will go down. But look at when we took on Servette a couple of years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, right? I remember watching on the on the world's shittest internet, and the game was buffering all the time. But anyway, less about that and more about it. We were absolutely bogging against Servette, and we went through. So I'm not fearing this, man. We should be getting to the playoff round, and we should be at least banking that playoff round money. I think it gives you like what, an extra 5.5 million. I mean, obviously we want league stage Champions League football, but every little penny helps, my friends, and it would just be a massive missed opportunity at the end of the day. I mean, playoff round, yeah, you could get Salzburg, Bruges, Benfica, Nice. It's going to be one of those teams, but you've got to give yourself a fighting chance, folks. But anyway, folks, less than me talking about Rangers. I've already did a full video on that on my channel, because let's talk about Hibs. So Hibs, of course, they're taking on Midtjylland in the Europa League second qualifying round. And if they defeat them, alright, this is who they'll take on. Fredrikstad of Norway in the next stage. So, I tell you what, it'd be massive for Hibs. See, I mean, Midtjylland's going to be tough, man. You know, they've been tough over the years for Rangers and Celtic, so it's going to be tough for Hibs. But if they got past Midtjylland, which ain't impossible, I mean, I'd expect them to, you know, give Fredrikstad a decent run for their money, and then if you get through the third qualifying round, you're in Europa League playoff round, and that's you guaranteed the Conference League, folks. But even if you go out against Fredrikstad of Norway, you're getting the Conference League playoff round, so massive times ahead for Hibs. Now, in terms of who they'll face in the Conference League, that third qualifying round draw is at 1 o'clock. We've got Dundee United going to find out all that good stuff, what's going to happen there. And let's see, so Hibs can be drawn against 7 possible Europa League qualifying losers in the Conference League. This is it: Besiktas, Donetsk, Alexandria of Ukraine, Partizan Belgrade, Nova Paza, don't know, I mean some Serbian team, Jelugnia, Ardna Karshali, Helsinki, Hamburg, Shalori, Banik Ostrava, or Legia Warsaw. So a bunch of teams, but you know what I'm going to do, folks? I'll click pause. It's currently 3 minutes past 1. I'm out having a wee walk here, getting the steps up. So next time you hear my voice, we'll know what the winners and losers got in the Conference League. Yeah, so a few more draws have been made here. Let's have a wee look. So if Rangers lose to Panathinaikos in the second qualifying round of the Champions League, we will face Besiktas or Shakhtar Donetsk in the Europa League third qualifying round. Folks, there's a reason I've been saying this Panathinaikos game's a must-win. We could be staring Conference League football directly in the coupon. I mean, honestly, there's a fine line between Champions League football and Conference League. Like, honestly, man, we've in my opinion, we've got an easy run until the playoff round. Then it'll be really tough. But honestly, man, who was it that said it? Was it, oh boy, that was Big Pat. Oh, Rangers fans will be very, very angry. Tell you what, man. See if we go to Panathinaikos and then, and that's the thing, right? We've been blessed with the luxury over the last couple of years. We've been blessed with the fact that we drop out the Champions League straight into the Europa League, no ifs and buts. Now this season, we go to the Champions League, and you're looking at a potential third qualifying round against Besiktas or Shakhtar Donetsk. That's the sort of game that you would want to take those two on in like a quarter final of the Europa League. You don't want to be going through your paces for the Europa League, man. You know what I mean? It's just gonna... I mean, I want to be in the Europa League if we're not in the Champions League, but it's been a good couple of years since, like, you've been sitting there on the edge of the seat to qualify for the Europa League. It's all been about the Champions League for like, what, 5 years or something. I think since we beat Alashkert after losing to Malmo. So, folks, yeah, that to me, I mean, if you don't think we need to beat Panathinaikos, then I don't know what you... Honestly, man, I think people are going to lose their head if we go against Panathinaikos. Moving on, though, to Hibs. So the loser of Hibs' game with Midtjylland will face FK Partizan Beograd for Serbia. Is that Partizan Belgrade? I don't know, man. I don't have the badges in front of me, so that's how I would know. But or they'll be taking on FC Alexandria for Ukraine. So you know what? It's an easier round for Hibs in the Europa League if they beat Midtjylland than it is if they get beaten and go in the Conference League. So Hibs, come on, Scottish football needs you. Coefficient cups, all that good stuff. Come on, son, get the job done. Get the job done. But the Conference League draw has been now made, and we'll have a wee look at but Dundee United surely have posted it. Surely, folks, got to. Let's see, Dundee United. I'm walking down here. Where is it? Dundee United. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Where's Dundee United? Aha! So, the winner of Dundee United versus Unastrazen will clash with FC Desic of Montenegro or SK Rapid, so Rapid Vienna. Far from ideal. And there we have it, folks. That is the draws, and obviously Dundee United need to get past Unastrazen to get one of those two teams. I mean, I would expect Rapid Vienna to beat Dundee United, but you never know. But here, there's a lot of positives to take. I think Hibs and Rangers, if they win their next games in the second qualifying round, things are looking toasty. If they lose both of them, by God, they're looking shit. As for Dundee United, well, if they lose theirs, then it's all over. You know what I mean? So they need to win. Well, every team needs to win. And just to end on Rangers, because, you know, that's the Champions League, it would be a fuck. I'll come out and say this right here, right now. It would be a fucking disaster if we get knocked out by Panathinaikos and went into the third qualifying round of the Europa League. Honestly, don't want to speak too soon, but that's the kind of result that it would feel like there's like no way of coming back from. Because you'd be a liar, man, to say you're not looking at the second and third qualifying rounds of the Champions League and be like, right, well, that should be straightforward enough to get to the playoff round because we're better than the other three teams. I know it's played on grass, not paper, folks, but I'm sick of people selling us short. The three teams that we can face into the second and the third qualifying rounds to get ourselves a playoff round in the Champions League and make some money and hopefully a league stage if we win the playoff round, they are worse than us. And that's a fact. People, you know what I mean? I don't know if people are sugarcoating it because they want to take a bit of pressure off Martin. The pressure's fucking on. You're Rangers Football Club. You know, you're not managing the Teletubbies here. You know, I know for too long it feels like we've been a bit of a clown show, but we need to win. And I'm sick of people underplaying things, man. We need to lay the smack down tomorrow, and I'll be doing a match preview very soon. So till next time, peace.